All right, folks, time for another can cooker meal. This time we're going to do rattlesnake. Got it all cleaned up here. Earlier, yesterday, we had rattlesnake for lunch. It was freaking amazing. And then, I had some left. We deep fried it, and I had some left, so I seasoned it up with some tequila lime seasoning that we got from, you can get it from Cabela's or Fleet Farm has it now. So we're going to do that. I got these little yellow potatoes. They're called baby yellows. I think they kind of look like snake eggs, so it'll be pretty cool. You call it snake and eggs for in the can cooker. And then we pretty much learned from now on, every time we cook in our can cooker, we do a big thing of potatoes, regular potatoes, we do sweet peppers, and we do onions. For the simple fact, tomorrow I'm going to put that all in a frying pan, warm it up with some olive oil, and then I'm going to take, once it gets all kind of warmed up and browned, I'll take a couple of eggs and mix them up with some milk, throw that in the skillet, make like a skillet breakfast, and put some cheese on top of there when it's done, and it's freaking amazing. Best breakfast ever. So we always make enough so we can have breakfast tomorrow. But let's get started here. We're going to put our snake in here. Oh geez, first we got to, don't forget the olive oil or your spray oil. Well, like I said, we use that spray olive oil and we're loving it. So we'll spray this down really good. And then we're going to put our snake in there. I wonder if anybody else has ever cooked rattlesnake in a can cooker. I might be the first guy to do it. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. So we'll get this all in here. We got pretty good amount left. So we got that. And then we'll dump in our snake eggs, potatoes there. And then we got the rest of our stuff here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put seasoned salt on these potatoes right out here before I put them in. Because I want to get these kind of seasoned up, and I don't want to put all of that seasoned salt on top of my snake. So we'll do that. Throw them in there. Oh, bummer, we forgot to put the beer in. We should have put the beer in first. But anyways, hey, look at this. We got some special beer here. We got Big Wood. My name is Wood, but I'm not related. But Big Wood, big guy. It's Big Wood me. This is called Morning Wood. So I'm sure, you know, everybody likes a little Morning Wood. So we're going to have a little Morning Wood in the evening. And it's a dark ale, if you can see that, because it's got coffee mixed in with it. I'm trying to pour this down the side so I don't knock all the seasoning off everything I got in there. So we're going to do that. And then the one thing I learned is the beer seems to evaporate pretty quick. So I always like to add some water to it too. There we go. And that's all that is about the top of the rack. Then we got our onions. And we've learned we cut our onions big so that they they'll shrink down, get soft. And Melissa, she always goes, "Do you put any onions in here for breakfast tomorrow?" I say, "Yeah." So we never see it. So we're gonna go big onions. We got big peppers. We're gonna do that. And heck yeah. And then Mrs. Dash. My buddy Ron and his wife came over the other day and we had this deep fried rattlesnake and it was great. And then they got me something they know I like to cook. So we're probably going to try to figure out a recipe for this. But they got me some Wisconsin fish assholes. Canned. I think that's going to be pretty good. I just got to find a recipe for fish assholes. So yeah, it's, you know, we like cooking all kinds of stuff. We'll have Morning Wood and fish assholes for breakfast maybe one day. We'll get it on there. I'm thinking this is a pretty big pot. We got a lot of meat in there, but it's going to cook pretty fast. So I'm thinking 40 minutes after it steams. We'll be good. Get it on high. And then that's another thing I forget to tell you guys. Once you get this steaming, you can turn that heat down a little bit, and it'll help you not scorch the bottom. I mean, I'm cooking in this thing so much, I'm learning all the secrets. So I'll put a dime on top of there tonight. When that dime kind of flutters off that hole, I'll start my timer, and I'll be ready to go. And we're going to be back and do the dump. All right, I always tell you guys about the dime or the penny bouncing off the hole. I want to show you what it's going to do. If you see this right here, you see this dime, the steam's actually making it bounce. And once it gets going, it'll blow it completely off of that hole and the steam will start coming out. And that's always when I start my timer. So it's getting really close. But that's what I mean when I tell you I always put a dime or a penny on top and I watch it bounce off. As soon as it does, I don't stand here and literally watch it, but as soon as it comes off of there and I notice it, then I start my timer. So we'll start the timer now and we'll come back and do the dump. All right, time is up. Time for the dump. Open her up. Ooh, steam my glasses up. I love it. Here we go. The dump. Ooh, she's a hot one. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty good. That instead of having that pale color that we get all the time, like when we do chicken, that Big Wood Coffee Ale gave it a beautiful color. It's peeled back away from the bone. Still seems very firm though. So I don't know if it's too hot to taste right now, but I gotta try it. Whew, it's too hot. We'll come back in a minute and we'll give her a taste test. All right, here we go. The first taste. Actually got a bone that time. We didn't have that problem when we had when we deep fry it. Picked up the tequila lime really well, which I thought it would. Still firm, a little bit chewy. But it tastes good. It leaves the tequila lime taste on your tongue. So let's eat. Let's see what we think of it and come back and let them know. All right, had some time for my redneck palate to tell me what it thinks. Here's the outcome. The snake, I don't think the texture and everything of snake meat is something you want to cook in a can cooker. It made it even a little bit more rubbery. Where I thought it soaked up a lot of the seasoning taste, I think it doesn't soak up the seasoning well. When we breaded it, it tasted good with the breading, but it never soaked it in. The seasoning, it didn't soak it in. So when you ate it, it kind of left the seasoning on your tongue, and that's what you got. The Big Wood Morning Wood Coffee Ale, I don't think I'll cook with it in the can cooker again. It just doesn't have the flavor that we thought it would have. Nobody's getting kicked in the nuts tonight. Nobody's getting slapped. It just wasn't that good of a meal. The best part about it is the Pillsbury corn biscuits. So that's it.